Hi there survivors. This is a bit of an impromptu video, but I decided to record it anyway to show you something important and interesting once again. Let this be the second part of my little tips for solo players. So if you look at my latest stats, you'll notice that I stopped dying in the Stygian restricted area. Almost every solo run brings me 1 to 2 legendary sigils, and yesterday I found 3 legendary sigils in one match. That's why I decided to explain my tactics once more, but this time more specifically. First and most important, you should always know where your opponents are. You can determine this from the battle log, as I showed in the previous video, from your random dying teammates, visually, by sound, or any other way. When you learn to do this, you will see that farming sigils is quite easy because no one will be able to find you. Remember, aggressive squads usually move as a group. So if you have at least a rough idea of where they are, go where they definitely aren't. The second rule, increase your running speed and keep moving all the time. Use a legendary or at least an epic stock. It costs only 2,000 coins but will significantly boost your performance in finding sigils and increase your chances of survival. Never stop without a good reason. Even when you open crates of killed opponents, keep moving because someone might be aiming at your head at that very moment. Rule number 3, use cheap gear if you're a beginner. I showed an example of such gear in the previous video. You should have a full set of gear from hat to boots, because every item enhances your stats and increases your chances of survival. Throughout the video, you can see that I play with top tier gear. This is acceptable for me because I have no problems with coins, so I don't see the point of running around with nothing. In your case, use the cheapest set of gear combined with the armor/sigil set. The fourth rule is very simple, forget about killing players, and loot the crates. As I mentioned in the previous video, killing players won't get you sigils since every player has a lockbox. Let your opponents do their favorite thing and kill each other. This is an ideal situation because after winning, the surviving squad usually leaves the location with a full inventory of enemy and ally gear, so you can safely look for sigils. That's exactly what happened in the match you see on the screen. Aggressive squads gladly killed each other and left, and I found 3 legendary sigils because I looted Blackwater, Refinery, Logging Camp, and Port. Rule number 5, expand your lockbox to at least 3 slots and always put legendary sigils in it as soon as you find them. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised that this needs to be explained to someone, but it's not the first time I've found legendary sigils in the boxes of dead naked Rambos. Here's an example, I killed this guy, opened his box, and found a legendary sigil. Don't do that. Don't walk around with sigils in your inventory. Rule 6, avoid enclosed locations. I'm talking about the radio station, storage, dock, port. These locations seem attractive, but they are the most dangerous for beginners because it's difficult or almost impossible to escape from them. You should also understand that some aggressively minded people have an intelligence level well below 50 points, so if they find you swimming in the dock, they will wait until the end of the match to take your green armor. Without this achievement, their gaming experience will be incomplete. The 7th rule, stop being afraid. All you lose in the Stygian restricted area are consumables, which exist solely to ease your search for sigils. So if you want to learn something, make mistakes but don't repeat them. If you've been killed 25 times in the storage area at the very beginning of the match, then I think you'll agree that the 26th time is unlikely to be much different. Make conscious conclusions from your failures and change your approach. The last rule, don't gather squads of poorly equipped people in the hope that it will somehow help you survive. This is the tactic of sheep huddling together and feeling safer. In the Stygian restricted area, this doesn't work. The wolf will not come alone, it will come with a pack, and they will eat everyone. However, as you can see, even one is enough. Remember that even the best squad slows down your movement across the location, while you need to be fast and elusive. In future videos, I will tell you about the best weapons for the Stygian restricted area and the right builds for them, as well as how to farm Stygian coins. As for now, thank you for watching. Happy hunting survivors and bye.